Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Good evening and welcome along. It's Friday night live from the studio, and of course you're with Stu Bear in the chair, wishing you all a fantastic Friday night. How the devil are you? Coming up on tonight's show, you had a quick glimpse of it. Then we've got Californian F-15s. We have Raphael Tigers from Yeovilton. Staying with the Tiger theme, we had a request last week to do Tiger Meat from Royal International Air Tattoo 1997. That's coming up. Also, we go way back in time. We've got a fantastic display of an AN-225. Also, Star Wars Jumbo. We've got a Shackleton display. We go back to Abingdon way back in 1990 for a very, very special show. We've got a German Tornado display, the Black Eagles, live chat room, and in between all of that, so much more. So don't you dare go anywhere. Stay right here with Stu Bear, and I'll guarantee you 1 hour of fantastic action. So stay with us. We're going to start the show right now, nice and noisy, with some F-15s, Lake and Heath style. They're the Californian special painted up F-15s. Have a look at these. These are coming up for you right now. I'll get to the chat room right after this.
One crossing complete with 6. One copy.
Hey, what a great way to start a Friday night off. And hey, thank you everybody for joining my good self, Stu Bear. Just before we get to the next feature, what I'm going to do is to have a word with a few people in the chat room right over here on YouTube. We're going out, it's a dual stream tonight. Going out on Facebook, we'll have a word with the folks on Facebook just a little bit later. But on the YouTube, hey, we've got Oliver, Becky Davis, we have Morris Moon. Morris, you're going to love some of the features I've got coming up tonight, I can tell you. We have John Bullen, West London Transport is with us. SHGP Media, we're going to see some of his stuff a little bit later. Jake Jackson, hey, it's Brabazon Bob. How's things down there in Bristol? Good to see you. LT Viper Pilot, LT, we got something for you as well. Towards the end of the show, we've got the Black Eagles. Michaela, lovely to see you, Michaela, and I hope everything's going fine for you. And hey, keep on smiling. Amy Wilson, good evening to you. Andrew Austin, John Bullen, Jake Jackson, Ed. Hello, Ed. How are you? I put the deep voice on for Ed because he likes that sort of thing, you know. Anyway, Jake Jackson, Steve Belcher. Who else have we got? Who can we say hi to? There she is. Amy Wilson says, evening Stu and all. Looking forward to tonight's show. Staying at EMA this weekend. Right. And says, can you wish Amy, Claire and Dave? All right, and it's Dave. And can you wish Dave a happy birthday for Monday? Hey, consider it done. Who else? Andrew Austin's with us, and also Matt. Hello, Matt. And who else? So many people. Listen, I'll get back to the chat room very, very soon. Keep the messages coming in, and I'll keep on reading them out as the show goes on. Some of the videos you're going to see tonight are very, very old, right? So don't adjust your sets when you see some of these videos because they're going to be very, very grainy, okay? But the content you will absolutely love. In fact, hey, I'm looking forward to showing you this Shackleton display. You're going to love that. But meanwhile, right now, we're going to go to Yeovilton from just a couple of years ago and just check out these beautifully painted up Raphaels. Look at these.
In recognition of that, we have two examples of the magnificent Raphael Tigers.
Also, very quickly on the messages, hi to Richie, Mark Webber Webster, Diesel 13, Grafton. Hey, my boy, how are you, Grafton 11? Hey, well, Grafton, a little later, we're going to see some of those videos that Andy has kindly sent across. As I said, they're going to be grainy, they're very old, but I think you'll certainly enjoy them. Matt Cat Lady, good evening to you. Hare says, that Tiger livery, oh boy, fantastic. It's beautiful, isn't it?
That Delta and Canard configuration that you can see chosen for the excellent high angle of attack maneuverability and a combination of range and weapons carrying capability, and of course it has full fly-by-wire controls in towards us for an opposition brake.
Also a quick mention to everybody that's on the Facebook watching this as well. Hi to Malcolm, Neil, Novo, Andy,
We see one aircraft
and everybody else. Also, good evening to Karen. Says, hi, Stu. It's Mr. Stu Bear. There's no Julie tonight, by the way. Also, good evening to Uncle Car Guy, I think it is. This is the Airshow from Yeovilton from a couple of years ago. You might have seen some of this video before because the Yeovilton organisers used some of this video in some of their promotions.
And that does indeed conclude.
What a display. What a beautiful looking aircraft as well.
Two Raphael M's from Flight 11F.
And coming up in just a moment, we've got some more beautiful looking aircraft coming for you. We're going to have a look at the static display back in 1997 at the Royal International Air Tattoo when they hosted the Tiger Meet there. That's coming up in just a moment. But before we go to that, we're going to say hi to a few more people like Piator, we got PJ, we got Bandit 99, Stephen Billings, Becky Davis, and Jim Gemmell, Darren is also with us, and so keep the messages coming. Pirate of the Missouri, Awash 2004, Phoebe Stern, and who wants to come and say hi before we get into the next one? Mark Finley, hello to you, and we mentioned PJ, and who wants to come and say hi to? Let me have a quick look, make sure I haven't missed anybody out, and Red One is with us, and yep, Grafton, we've got you, Andrew Austin. Okay, we're going to move to the next feature. Keep the messages coming, and every now and again I will also check what's happening over at the Facebook as well, and we'll give as many of you a mention like Glenn, Neil, Fitzpatrick, and Andy Vint is over there. Right, let's mosey on to the next item, and don't forget, if you want to see this in full quality, pop over to the YouTube channel, because on there it'll be at the full high definition. Anyway, let's move along. We're going to go back in time. This is a little bit grainy, but hey, it's still fantastic. It's the Royal International Air Tattoo, their static display. That's what we're going to see, and looking at some of these fantastic painted up aircraft with a bit of music as well. Take it away, Mr. Bear. Remember, I mentioned this last week, this particular shot. Remove before takeoff. the Airshow World signature tune. Oh yes, we've got some warbirds. We love the warbirds. They're coming up for you. You don't need to go all the way down to Fairford in the freezing cold at the moment for B1s. You just saw some. That was way back in 1997 when they hosted, the Royal International Air Tattoo hosted the Tiger Meet. And as you saw, some very, very special aircraft. And talking about very special aircraft, we have something very special coming up for you right now. As I said, it's a little bit grainy, very, very old. But what a display you've got coming up right now. It's the AN225 display. Notice all the grass. And Andy filmed this from quite a way back, and you can still see all the grass about. And what's better than a takeoff? A touch and go? And if you want to see the full version of this video, I shall be releasing this very, very soon. Because this is only just a small part of this particular display. The idea of a Friday night is to give you a quick sneak peek of some of the many videos that are coming up on Airshow World. And also delving into the archives. By the way, has anybody ordered tea yet? Hi, it's Stu Bear. Tea time, Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And you heard it from Mr. Stu Bear. Hey, that's me. And that's how you can help Airshow World grow, and we'll help you as well with the best tea and coffee in the world. 15% off. Don't forget, it's all uppercase AIRSHOW. You know the score. Check it out right now. The link is in the chat room at the top or underneath the video. Okay, we're going to move along. We're going to stay with the big aircraft. And yeah, that AN225. Oh boy, hey, we've got some more classic old footage coming up for you from the old VHS tapes in around about 10 minutes from now. But right now, what we're going to do is bring on the big aircraft, staying with them, and a bit of Star Wars as well. Virgin Atlantic style, a Boeing 747 jumbo jet.
Ground 1855, Virgin, Quebec, bye.
Keeping the messages coming in. Also saying hi to Waters. Hiya, Waters. LT Viper Pilot, don't forget, we've got something coming up for you towards the end of the show. Becky Davis, I'm liking those ghosts. Also Karen, hiya Karen.
Hi there, we're the crew of the Sea King rescue aircraft behind us as it's flown. You're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
You certainly are, and this is their very aircraft from Chard. Down there in Somerset, I do believe. From the historic helicopters, and they've just brought two more Sea Kings from the Belgium Air Force. So hey, looking forward to seeing those in the very near future.
One of the rotor blades, the top bits, painted yellow. And that's because that's to enable them to time the rotor. When the maintenance
Also hi to God Be With You from Austin International Airport.
Without doubt, one of the most amazing pieces of film I've ever seen. The turret down by the stocks.
Also hi to Leslie White.
They had a chap who'd been qualified at the time, but he was trapped at the foot of the cliff with the water coming in rapidly. And what they did in the end was the helicopter landed on the ocean, reached the dock. They
making sure we don't neglect our Facebook followers. Right after the show on YouTube, we'll be doing the after show party for an extra 10 minutes over exclusively on Facebook, but that's not for at least another half an hour.
That's me. How you doing? This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there, watching the Airshow World with Stu Bear.
All right. Oh boy. Hey, it's the Stu Bear music. Come on, keep those messages coming into the chat room wherever you're watching this right now. It's fantastic to have your company, and if you'd like to take part in all the fun and games and all the fantastic chats, the best chat room in the world, I can tell you. It's all these people right here on YouTube. As always, it's great to have your company. And coming up right now, we're going to go way back in time, way back to 1991. It's a very old video. That's the giveaway, Mildenhall F-8 1991. And we're going to see some amazing aircraft coming up for you, like this wonderful old aircraft. It's the Shackleton. Not just taking off, but doing a display. Enjoy this. Stephen Billings, of course. We have some hog. We have some A10 action, definitely. Look at this pass. And don't forget, this is just a preview for the full version of the 1991 F-8, okay? We're going to see a couple of clips tonight, but the full version is coming up, and watch this. Well, I've got to tell you, this week it has been absolutely non-stop working on this particular... See that first? Working on this particular show, it has been absolutely non-stop, I can tell you, to put this all together for you guys tonight. Capturing that video, but also trying to, as I said, it is grainy, but we've still managed to be able to put it into HD, so you're watching this in a beautiful wide screen. I know it's going to be grainy. It's very, very old VHS footage, and I've got to thank Andy so much for giving me these tapes so that I can show you guys some of this incredible footage. And Andy, thank you very, very much indeed. There's a lot more where that came from. In fact, around about 2.5 hours of action from the Mildenhall Airfate 1991, and that's going to be coming up as an actual video. That's it's going to be on DVD, but also I'll be putting it out on YouTube in the very, very near future, and showing you little clips as well. What more could you ask for? Hey, it's Airshow World, Stu Bear. What more could you expect? Hey, don't forget, a little bit later tonight we'll be continuing the show for an extra 10 minutes exclusively on Facebook. But hey, that's hours away. Well, not really. It's around about 35 minutes left of the show here on YouTube. So hey, we better get a move on, because we've got lots more action coming up for you right now. In fact, if I hit this button, we should be able to get the next feature coming up for you with this beautiful fly past.
The Royal International Air Tattoo's salute to BA 100.
Hey, where else can you see all these fantastic videos but right here on Airshow World? Make sure you join us every Friday night between 7 and just after 8 o'clock. So you saw that fantastic fly past with the red arrows together with the A380. Oh, sorry, the Boeing 747. We did the A380 the other week, didn't we? With that very, very special jumbo jet in the BOAC markings for BA 100. And then we just had a fly past with all the aerobatic teams that they had at the Royal International Air Tattoo this particular year. With the Freccia Tricolori, the Breitling team, the Swiss aerobatic team, and of course the French aerobatic team were there as well, all in that fantastic fly past. And talking of fly pasts, we've got more fly pasts coming up very, very soon. In fact, a very special fly past taking us all the way back to 1990. We'll tell you about that. See if you can work out, why would 1990 be a very special special time for the to have a special fly past? See if you can work it out. Put the answer into the chat room and we'll find out just a little bit later if you're right. But meanwhile, we're going to go back to a little bit more action over at RAF Mildenhall, because the Bear's been spending so much time at Mildenhall throughout the summertime and autumn and loving every minute of it. So here's a few little clips and some of my favourite passes. I love these coming up. Not a touch and go, just going through. Watch this beautiful shot. And as always, wherever you're watching this, if you haven't already subscribed to Airshow World right here on YouTube, it's really easy to do and it's absolutely free. And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to take part in the chat room. Just like Gary Inge, Matt Cat Lady, The Win 1960, Diesel 13, Dick and McVitie, and everybody else. It's as simple as that. Here we go, another one of those low fly pasts. And that is low. Also on the mentions tonight, hi to Sarah. By the way, if you've missed any of tonight's show, I certainly recommend playing it back a little bit later, because boy oh boy, so far tonight we've had some incredible aircraft and a lot more coming, I promise you. I beg your pardon, how dare you? Also, hi to Carl, our good friends over there at the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. He says, good evening, Stu. And you heard the advert earlier. And the main man is in the chat room right now. And so our good friend David. Hey, there's a bear on the tail. So if you have any questions about the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, the main man is in the chat room right now. And I've really got to thank them so much, and also thank everybody that's been buying tea from them. It's, hey, you help Airshow World grow. It's not a sheep, it's a bear. Talking about helping Airshow World grow, goodness gracious, it has gone absolutely crazy here at Airshow World. Love that shot. The moon was coming up. This was last week over at Mildenhall. We've been getting something like 500,000 views every 2 days. It has been absolutely crazy. It's all thanks to you guys. Keep supporting Airshow World. And coming up right now on Airshow World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Airshow World followers have been doing. Alright, so what have you been up to this week? Steve Harrison Green Photography. No doubt. Now, Stephen and his daughter popped along to the Peterborough Model Railway. Now, they've just become members of this, and just look at this layout. It's incredible. And there's Chloe just in the background there. That's his daughter. Now, I haven't got any steam trains for you this week, so I thought, hey, we will show you this. But we've got even more stuff coming up from Stephen in just a moment. Because Stephen is a bit of a hoarder. He's a bit of a collector. And that's putting it mildly. And boy, oh boy, does he know his aircraft. And we all met Stephen when we did. Now look at this. This is just a collection of pretty much every Mildenhall Air Fate brochure that he has. And what a great way to launch into the next feature. Going back to 1991, as you saw, the Air Fate. A couple of more great videos from then. And just very quickly mentioning Stephen again, SHGP. He very kindly sent those pictures across. We're going to be featuring those a lot more. He has got believe it or not, every single program from the Royal International Air Tattoo. What a collection, my boy. Well, on the beginning of this item, you saw just a small selection of some of the programs that Stephen actually has. Crazy. As I said, don't expect miracles from this video because it is very, very old VHS. But look at this pass coming up. I don't know if you guys remember, or if you were there, way back in 1990, Mildenhall Air Fate. That particular year, there was a B-52. Well, you've seen the B-52 tonight from 1991. The display that he put on in 1990 will literally blow your mind away. It's scary. And we're going to be showing that on a show in the very, very near future. But I must admit, it is absolutely fantastic to be able to restore these videos. I put it through a machine called a time-based corrector. And literally what that does, normally if you catch a video straight to a computer, it looks all jumpy, it's all wobbly. What that machine does, the time-based corrector, it straightens it all out. And it gives me the opportunity to be able to bring this back to you in HD. Okay, it's going to be grainy. There's nothing I can do about that. But enjoy this. The Vulcan. Oh, you've got good ears there, Steve Roper. You could hear it in the background, couldn't you? Phil Tovey, good evening to you. Becky Davis, as well. Gary Inge. So please let me know in the chat room if you like these old, very old videos. Because very, very soon I will be putting this whole air show all together. It'll go on a DVD, especially for our Andy. But also, I'll be putting the whole show on YouTube for you very, very, very soon. By the way, has anybody got that question right that I asked earlier? What was special about 1990 and a very special flypast? What were they celebrating? 1990.
We are the 82nd Airborne 505th RCT, and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hey, hey, Captain Jack, meet me down by the railroad track. Put that woman in my hand.
I'm gonna be a whoring man.
I'm gonna be a whoring man. A whoring man.
Mad Cat Lady, 100% right. And we've got that flypast coming up from Abingdon. Billy Fletcher asks, what's this all about then? This was the Victory Show, where Airshow World were invited down to do the videoing. And this is another video, the full version coming out very, very, very soon. Not just the reenactors, but a full air show as well. And I'm over the moon to tell you that Airshow World have been invited again next year to the Victory Show, the first weekend in September.
Hi, my name's Julia, and here I am at the Victory Show. I work with the veterans, and you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Hey, Julia, many thanks. Thank you very, very much. And what a superstar she was. She was brilliant. Hey, coming up right now, we'll get back to the chat room in just a moment, but we've got so many videos to show, and this is another restored video, and what a brilliant display. They stopped doing the displays, the German Air Force, but this was one of the fortunate ones back in, I think it was 2000, from RAF Waddington of their brilliant Tornado. Watch this. And as you can see, I was very, very close to the edge of the runway for this particular film, because I used to do the official filming over at RAF Waddington. Not just the airshow days, but hey, whenever. And they were fantastic days way back in 2000. And hey, keep the messages coming into the chat room. It's always brilliant to see them. Dicker McVitie, Shane Smith, Ed Caldwell, and Cordwell, sorry, I do apologise, Michaela, and everybody else. And if you're watching this on Facebook, hey, stay with us on Facebook, because you're going to get something, an extra bonus on there for around about an extra 10 minutes after this show finishes. But we've still got around about 10 minutes, and you do not want to go anywhere just yet, because we've got something very special coming up for you right now. We're going to go back even further. We went back to 1991. We're going to go back to 1990. Some very old grainy footage, but again, some wonderful, wonderful videos. That's coming up for you in just a moment. Here's the clue. And there we go. Abingdon, 1990. September the 15th.
And the Royal Artillery.
To celebrate 50 years of the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight.
Bochum, representing Royal Air Force Germany, RIAT Mildenhall, 19 and 92 squadrons. And the head of that development are the strike, led by 16 Airshow, Germany. Yeovilton, Conington and Colchester represented in that formation. Now, formation number 3, the red arrow.
And this is what it was all about, celebrating 50 years of the Battle of Britain. Well, of course, as you can see, this is very old video footage from a VHS tape. So it's very, very grainy, but hey, that does not detract from the fact that I've managed to get this video back. Under normal circumstances, it'll all be jumpy, but through the time-based corrector, hey, it sorts it all out. And more aircraft coming up for you on this amazing. I think there was 150 aircraft altogether in the flypast.
First interview. C1 in the middle. Tankers to either side. Tornado GR1 flanking them in turn. Behind the 4 Hercules. 2 Nimrods, 4 Buccaneers. Fast behind Abingdon. 4 Cameras. And the 2-125.
Oh boy, now that is absolutely something. I hope you've enjoyed that, and certainly put a message into the chat room if you like these old videos. As I said, I know they're very grainy, but it's the actual content, and I'll be putting the full version of the Air Fate together. Farnborough you saw from 1990 tonight with the AN225, and that was from Abingdon, and that is show together with so many others from the early 1990s. Right, what have we got coming up for you now? You ask. Well, we have a certain lady in the chat room, and she lives over there in Seattle. And hey, is it? Let me think. It must be is it morning or night over there? But anyway. For you, it's an early morning for her over there, so I hope you're wide awake, you're not sleepless in Seattle, and you're still with us, because for you, LT Viper Pilot, we have this, because I know she loves this display team.
Display subsequent 21020 knots. Can I pick up latest? Fire some more up.
Oh, and parts of this, obviously, I'm going to have to talk over, so you must excuse me for doing this, but where we hear the aircraft, I will certainly be turning the volume back up. But there's lots of copyright music on this. But no music could block out the sound of these wonderful aircraft. Really was one of the best displays I have ever seen, and we were so lucky back in what year was this? Goodness gracious. Do you know, I really can't remember. Must have been around about 2011, around about that sort of time. And this was their first actual display. They brought the aircraft over, and they flew. They didn't fly them. They transported them across, and I think they sent them over to Manchester or wherever. And then they were put together, and their first full display was here at RAF Waddington. And I say I do apologise for talking over a little bit of this, because as I explained, hey, we've got Freddie Mercury in the background, and we will definitely get in trouble for that if YouTube picks this up. But any second, we'll hear the roar of the aircraft one more time. Born to Love You. All right, okay. Jake Jackson. Hiya, Jake. LT Viper Pilot. I knew you'd love this. What a great way to start your morning off over there, LT. And of course, it's a really special weekend, I guess, over in the States, because they do Halloween definitely more than we do in this country. So have yourself a great weekend there, LT. Here they come with this wonderful fly past, the Black Eagles. They certainly like their music, don't they? Yes, Halloween! And you probably noticed, there's no Julie this weekend. She's flying around. She really does Halloween in style. And hopefully she'll take some videos of what she's been up to this weekend. Well, we will find out, won't we? Hopefully, maybe play some next week. So I'm just grinning to myself. It's just a thought. Goodness gracious, it's 4:30 in the morning. A wash. I can't believe you are up at that time. Hey, don't forget, after this, if you want to continue the show, join us for an extra 10 minutes over on Facebook on Airshow World, the main Facebook page. I will put a link into the actual chat in just a moment. But we've got loads of people over there watching this at the moment. It'll just give me an opportunity to thank them as well. Oh, another fantastic split. If ever you get a chance to see these, make sure you do. They are brilliant. And literally, I've just put that link in the chat room for you right now. So as soon as we finish over here on YouTube, why not join us for a little bit of bonus feature, the after show party, right over on Facebook. There's the actual link, and it'll be great to have your company.
Check Airforce 367, one take ground V 25.
Now ready to 5 as well, check Force 367 and ready for start.
It's not the red arrows. They're black.
Check Airforce 367.
And they're fantastic.
On board.
It's the Black Eagles, or as they say, Blagles.
Check Airforce 367, start.
Start, check Force 367.
Don't forget, if you want to see the full version of what we've showed you tonight, some of them are actually there on Airshow World YouTube channel. The old VHS ones, they're going to be out very, very, very soon.
67, runway 20, QFE 98906 hectopascals, taxi 20 Delta.
Bagels! I hope I'm getting away with it with this music. Hey, to everybody, I've got to thank you so much for, as always, joining Airshow World on a Friday night, supporting Airshow World. Over the last month or so, the channel has gone absolutely crazy. You remember, it was only just a few weeks ago we hit 60,000 subscribers. Believe it or not, we are very, very close to hitting the 70,000 mark. It's gone absolutely mad. So thank you, everybody, wherever you are in the world, supporting Airshow World, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. LT, you have yourself a fantastic weekend and enjoy your Halloween. And LT, make sure you post some of those photographs this weekend, okay? Wonderful stuff. And the music continues. I do apologise for talking over quite a bit of this. But obviously, I know you understand the reason. Thank you, Karen.
996. Open language. 1, clear to land. Eagles 2, clear to land in turn.
And look at the backdrop. The camera really bringing that ridge in the background in. Looking over towards the Lincolnshire Wolds.
Black Eagles 5, clear to land in turn. 6, clear to land in turn.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Airshow World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Airshow World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Airshow World grow. Just use the code Airshow. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And thank you to everybody that's actually bought tea and coffee from the world's greatest tea and coffee company. You saw them. In fact, David is actually with us this evening in the chat room. Thank you, David. It's so much appreciated. And hey, I keep on drinking that coconut tea. There's nothing better. But remember, there's over 1,000 different types of teas and coffees. And yes, 15% off. Remember, it's uppercase AIRSHOW, all one word. Right, what have we got to say to you? Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the show this evening right here on YouTube. Don't forget, we have got the after show party little bonus, a Brucey bonus coming up for you for an extra 10 minutes right over on Facebook on Airshow World. Okay, one more time, I will just paste the look at this. Am I good to you guys? There we go. You can find it just there. So click that and we'll see you right across there in a couple of mo's. But for the moment, right here, look out over the weekend. There's more videos coming out at the weekend, live shows, all sorts of stuff. So stay with us right here on Airshow World. Keep on supporting the #1 channel. You know where it's at with Stu Bear and Airshow World. Until next week, though, with the Friday night live shows, we'll see you next Friday. Don't forget, 7 o'clock. Until then, on YouTube, you take care. Thank you. Good night. And if you're still with us over on